So, SonicGhost 6 has been probably one of my most requested games of all time. Probably because of how big of a fan I am of the series. That's probably it. So, here we are, playing the game. Figured I'd do this as my big Twitch Affiliate celebration thing. I was thinking of what really to do. I was originally thinking of some kind of like 12-hour marathon, but I just do not have the time for that. So, why not just spend most of my free time on loading screens, the game. Let's get this started up. I'm playing this on the 360 because loading times on here, when you install it to the hard drive, are about 15 seconds. This game loads for 30 seconds on the PlayStation 3. That's the version I first played. Oh my god, it was a train wreck. That version, even though it came out later, is worse. How do you do that, Sega? And that's pretty much the question you'll be asking throughout the entire game. So, let's go ahead, start things up. So, we have 3 different stories we can play through: Sonic, Shadow, and Silver. And by default, the only character story unlocked is Sonic's. So, that's where we're starting. We're gonna start with Sonic. Hey Elise, how you doing today? I'm also gonna be seeing Elise here in just a second. You can already see her on the boat. One of the main characters in the game, and also one of the most divisive characters in the entire series. Oh. This story, you'll see, but this story definitely is weird, just to say the very least.
It's all right. We give thanks for the blessed flames. May we always continue to have peace. Son of Soliana, guide and watch over us with your eternal light.
So, our tribute to the most deadly god is basically the Olympics. Great. Doing good, Elise? That's good to hear. Probably doing better than this, Elise.
A pleasure to meet you at last, Princess of Soliana. I am Dr. Eggman. I've come here to obtain the secret of the flames of disaster from you, and to take the miracle gems that are the key to its secret, the Chaos Emerald. Now, Princess, this way, please.
Wow, that's a pretty snazzy performance there.
Alright, first big question is that right there. Why does she know this Silver? Like, you already know, because of the series, that's Silver the Hedgehog. How does she know him? She never really had interaction with Silver her entire life. And these are questions that you'd be asking the entire story.
Not that irritating hedgehog again. Attack!
I finally found him. The Iblis Trigger.
So that cutscene, that looked really good, right? That was great work from Sega. And now, let's get into the actual game graphics, which are night and day difference.
Why are you helping me?
No special reason.
Sonic!
I'm afraid our little game ends now.
Sonic! Take this!
I've got it! And don't worry, I'll rescue you!
I know.
It's only a matter of time before it's mine. Until then, you can hold on to it for me.
And we're not going to chase after the egg carrier because that's about it. Like, there's no reason for it. He just kind of looks at it. It makes no sense. Hey, Raincloud, how you doing? You're pretty much right on the pick up chicks part. It just kind of happens.
What's Eggman up to? I need to gather some information.
I really hate to do this as soon as we start, too, but we're going to have a little more loading because I got to take care of something really quick. So, hang on a second. We'll be back at this loading screen. Well, that was abrupt. That's for sure. Sorry for the quick break. Let's just say, my body did not want to play Sonic 06 right away. Kind of wanted a break immediately, so let's just go and talk the Tails and just ignore what happened. Immediately get thrown the more loading.
Tails! Long time no see.
I'm glad you're here. I heard that you tried to save their princess from Dr. Eggman.
Tails, speak up. Your mouth wasn't moving.
You're going to rescue her, aren't you? Let me help. I may not know what Eggman's up to, but it can't be a good thing.
Okay, with your help, this should be a piece of cake.
I'll do my best.
That cutscene right there will just illustrate the problems with this game's cutscenes in general. Unless they are animated cutscenes like the very beginning, they're all very stilted. Animation looks horrible, the voice acting really doesn't help it, and sometimes the characters' mouths don't even open. So, good start. So, before we do anything else, I'm going to show off something. So first off, I need to save, because I want to be brought back to this point. So, right here, there is this invisible wall. These guys are blocking this pathway because they don't want you in this portion of Soliana just yet. Because apparently they're saying something about construction, which makes no sense, but there's this giant invisible wall. But there is a way around it. And the thing is, it's really tricky because you go from 0 to 100 in this game, because apparently that's a thing that we can have. So what I want to do is I want to jump on the edge of this. I really want to show this off because not many people actually show this in particular what I'm going to do. So for starters, Sonic can randomly jump off water. So in a sense, you can kind of get a double jump just by doing what I'm trying to do. But I swear, like I said, the control goes from 0 to 100, which really don't help. Luckily, when you die in the hub world, you don't lose any lives. So it's just kind of a waste of time. That's about it.
Sonic, there's a nice store in this town. It might help you find a way to cross the sea.
Sonic, what did you just get caught on? Oh, Tails is good in Sonic too, but basically Tails was just a yellow Sonic. He didn't get his flying ability till 3, and I preferred how he controlled there, but he's still pretty cool too. Now this is what I want to do. Ah, come on. You can land on that edge, and that's what I'm trying to do. And I really want to look at this real quick, because you can only do it in the very beginning of Sonic's story. There you go. Got it. Alright, so these guys say there's construction on this portion of Soliana. Question. What construction? In fact, there's so little construction, there are people sitting on the benches. I mean, you can't really do anything with these people. They just kind of exist. So, they're more worthless than the rest of the citizens here. But there is no construction. At all. They just block you off here because they don't want you here yet. And as you can see, there's a silver medal here. So, stuff loads in this portion like it's supposed to. It's just, there's a random invisible wall. That's it. Like, there's no reason for it. But the funny thing is, we can get behind here. Now we're in between two doors, which makes Sonic very claustrophobic. If you spin dash the right point here, as you can see, Tails is already going really quickly off screen. There's a very specific point. I don't remember what the point is, like maybe right here. I wish I can properly see. I think it is this corner. Yep, it's this corner. If you spin dash right around here, you can go through the door, which actually brings you to Soliana's forest early. Sonic isn't supposed to come here till near the end of his adventure. So, because of the fact we got here early, welcome to a debug room. Yeah, they definitely didn't want Sonic coming here early. I mean, you got stop signs, speed signs, which I doubt Sonic could even go 60 miles an hour in this game, and all these random little strips of graphics here that are from one of the Soliana missions. I believe one of the ones with Shadow, when you're on the highway. It's very out of place, and it's just here in the forest for some reason. Get all these street signs in a forest. Yeah, that makes sense. We got this one. Vehicle access only. Yeah, that's a little weird for a forest. But you can interact in Soliana Forest early, but there's nothing here. I'm pretty sure if you can find a way up to the very top of the building over there, the level isn't there at all. There's supposed to be a level up there. It's like one of the last ones for Sonic. Doesn't appear just yet. It's Kingdom Valley. Over here, again, there's supposed to be a level, but it's not here. So, Tropical Jungle doesn't exist yet either. This is just an empty hub world. And you thought the hub worlds in SonicGhost 6 were empty before. Oh man, I'm proving you wrong. Even more empty now. Just with a bunch of street signs. Worst part about this area, and the reason why we saved before we came here, is if you try to leave, you're not going to be able to. Loading zones don't exist yet. Once you're here, you're stuck. So if I tried to go all the way over here, we're going to get absolutely nowhere. So, yeah, that was a thing, right? So, now, there's really nothing really else we can do, honestly. We're kind of stuck. Alright, before we actually continue on, I kind of want to mess with the setting. Let's go into here. And crank up the sound effects, because that's also linked to the audio track for the characters. I can barely hear their voices over the music. I'm glad everyone enjoyed my little edit from like 3 years ago. Or 4. I don't remember when I made that. That was in the Sony Vegas days. Oh my god. The Dark Ages. Just like this game. Alright, now that detour's over, let's just forget it ever happened. So, there's an old man here. Let's go ahead and talk to him. Because we need to do his little mission, since that gives us the ability to buy stuff at the store, because we have no money. He gives us rings. And we need those rings. Honestly, for a second, I didn't know I can actually show that video, because I forgot where I stored it. Thank God I have my external hard drive set up. It was there. I would have killed the joke without finding that clip. Alright, so welcome to Superman 64. Get used to these rings on a couple of these missions. Doing those circles is the only way you're supposed to really get those rings comfortably. Otherwise, you're gonna miss them all. Because the control in this game is super tight. In a bad way. So this guy's talking about some special kind of shoes. He doesn't have them. Store owner has them. So it's your hint to buy the Lightspeed shoes, but it's like... It almost sounds like a reward from him, but it's not. It's just rings. And because we got an S, we got the most we can get out of this. 1,000. You're going to want to get S's on these town missions just because better ranking, the more money you get. Captain would be useful right now. Yep. Just take control of the man. I don't know what that's going to do, but it can do something. I mean, he's gone now.
Hey.
Don't know where he goes. All you need to do is just play that mission. You get the worst ranking, you can still buy the light chip. So, now we can do the Lightspeed dash. I want to show this off real quick. Physics in this game don't make any sense. I get all. In fact, there's another bear over here I kind of want to show off, and this one's even weirder. It should be this. Look at all the lemons. Look how the lemons have slight physics and also go from 0 to 100 the second we move on them. This is ridiculous. Them physics. Speaking of physics. How you like that invisible rope action? Yay, loading screens. Plenty of them. Like this one. You're all lucky I'm not playing the PS3 copy. You're lucky.
I've got to hurry and save Elise.
Alright, so real quick, I'm going to try a trick. I haven't done this in like months, as you can see. Well, I should have saved before I came in this level just to have been saved too. When you game over in a level, it doesn't care. It'll kick you back to your last save point, which is really obnoxious. Also, this just looks like crap, and how did that hurt? I didn't know that actually hurt you. Interesting. Alright, so I'm gonna see if I can skip this level. First off, Sonic can't gyrate. Alright, something like this. Okay, I'm gonna do that one more time. There's a weird glitch where if you pause and do the homing attack at the exact same time on specific ledges, like that one for example, you go from the very beginning of the level to near the end of the level for some reason. It zips you. It makes no sense. Notice I'm just waiting here because I don't trust these rocks. Case in point by that. If this fails, I'm not going to do this again. For obvious reasons, I'm going to die and have to restart. Well, this is awkward. I didn't want to do this. I kind of want it full control. I'm literally rotating the joystick right now, and he's just running straight. There you go. I had to run all the way up here to get proper control. Wow. All it's just to show you can do one stupid thing. This is what I'm going to be doing most of the playthrough, because if you guys want me to play the game, I'm going to play it in a weird way. Well, this is awkward. I also love this. Physics. They basically don't exist. There you go. Alright, it's like right around here we need to be. Line it up. Point in that direction. That should be it. It was, but it wasn't the right direction. So as you can hear, there's a silver medal. This is like past the lighthouse. That's pretty far. But we're not going to do that again. We're just going to play the game. Nice. Jump over this one. Hit the speed booster at the weird angle. That happens. It's dumb. But there's also a result that will land you back on the loop. I would do it again, but I'm at 0 lives, so we're not gonna risk it. I gotta be careful now. I'll show it off with Tails, because we come here a second time, and Tails gets an even better result. Alright, so I could take this for a shortcut, or I could just, you know, go over to this very conveniently placed rock. Who needs to swing?
You can jump off of it.
Alright, sometimes you just don't make that for some reason. Like, I don't get that. Oh, got a silver medal. Only like, what, another 100 to go for each character or something stupid? There's a lot of silver medals, and they don't do anything. Even worse if you're playing the PlayStation 3 version, because there's no trophies on that version. And the silver medals are only for an achievement, so they are literally worthless on PlayStation 3. So now we get to play as Tails, and he is weird in this game because he doesn't have a normal attack, he just throws dummy rings at things. So we're just gonna ignore all the enemies because I don't like combat with Tails. We're just gonna fly. Hey Zero, how you doing today?
Tails, hurry up!
So this is the attack Tails can do. Just all dummy rings. They're really awkward to aim with. They're a lot easier to attack things if you're just chucking from the air. Now you're supposed to hit a switch up here at the closest gate, and then Sonic will just jump right over it to enter the next area, but you know what? I don't feel like doing that. Let's just fly over there with Tails. Oh, hang on, I hit the ceiling. When you hit the ceiling, you stop. Tails has a flight gap, but you can kind of ignore that. Oh, I missed the loading zone. Well, unfortunately, we got to go back a little bit, but that's why I grabbed those extra lives. Because now I can just continue on with 2 more chances. I just did this earlier, too, so that's weird how I missed it. Tails flying is really awkward in this game, so I'm not surprised that flying is what's the problem right now. Also, this is really showing that Sonic has a problem with whales. Like, every time you run into a whale in a Sonic game, boom, they cause problems for Sonic. I don't know what was with the Sonic series and whales after a while, because it seemed like these things showed up a lot. Like Adventure, this game, even Sonic Generations on 3DS had the whale come back.
Tails, hurry up!
I'm going too low, that's the problem. See, like I said, flight for Tails is weird. Do it one more time, and if not, again, we'll just have to do it intended. I have plenty of lives to burn on this for now.
That's a big one.
At least it's not like Mighty Number 9, where if you did die, you would sit through a loading screen. And if you're playing any last-gen version of it, like the Wii or PS3, oh man, you could be waiting a long time to play the game again. It's like 30 seconds. At least this game has loading problems, but not like that. If this is one of those you load every time you die, oh man, that'd be worse.
I'll be right back.
Tails, hurry up!
Alright, let's just actually get the right height this time and stay there. Nope, it didn't stay there. You know what? We'll just skip it. You hit a certain loading zone and it triggers that.
Whoa, that's a big one. Jump!
My problem is I wish there was a checkpoint for the Tails section. There isn't for some reason. And it's a section that would really benefit for one, as you can see. It's very drawn out just to get back to Tails. And a first-time player will die with Tails a lot. His controls are very weird to get used to. You pretty much, the best thing to do with Tails for flying is just tap the button. That's the only way you're going to keep height for the most part. Then you have these things, which are very weird at first to hit. The little speed boosters, they're kind of like the ones from Sonic Adventure, but they aren't really the same thing, because at least with those, you maintain your flight. These ones, they cancel you out of your flying. Which is weird.
Thank you, Tails. You saved me.
Plus the dummy rings, you don't want to stop and fight enemies with Tails, because the dummy rings, they take forever to actually attack something and kill it. So, again, you'll die a lot with Tails because there's a lot of weird and janky things about his control. But now we're on to the awkward control. If we want to talk about weird control, here we go. The mock speed sections.
We're not gonna make it. Let's speed up.
There's 4 of these in the game, and all 4 of them, they have their own problems. As you can see, you move so fast you can barely control Sonic. The best way to get your control back is to do a light speed dash. And even then, that's still going to vary. Because sometimes this makes it better, sometimes it does not. Like right here, do not light speed dash near the tree. If you do, you're gonna lose your rings and get hit. If you don't have any rings, you're dead. Also, oh, that's bad. We're just gonna quit now. I pressed the A button a little too late because I, of course, let go of the control for 1 split second to scratch my nose. So this is one of the problems with the game. If you don't save, look what you gotta do again. Not what I wanted to show off at all. In fact, that was my own stupid fault. Now everyone's got to suffer with loading screens. Yeah, and this save was before I even got the dang ship. Well, that's stupid of me. To be fair, I've seen plenty of Let's Players do this all the time because they don't edit. There's a lot of playthroughs of this game, people just did the rag on it, and they didn't edit at all. Which means you sat through this for a live playthrough too. So, nothing different. In fact, I'm just going to play through the level fast now. I'm not going to care about showing things off. We're just going to go. So if anyone has anything to talk about in chat, go ahead and bring it up. It's not much for me to say. We've done all this before. To be fair, the last time I really played this game seriously was when I did my first playthrough in, like, what, 2013? So, I played this really once, and that's when I got my PS3 copy, just to say I played it, and this was around the time we were recording the game for the LP League, so it gave me a better opinion of the game at the time. So for me, I really just played this just to have a better say on how bad it really is.
That was incredible.
I will say, though, playing this version, much better. Much better than the PS3 copy. That PS3 copy just has so many issues. Alright, so let's go ahead and buy the chip, and then we're just going to save. And then we can play Wave Ocean real fast again. Thank God, saving is like super quick on this version. That's the one thing I will give this version of the game over the PS3. PS3 takes forever to save. There's another thing I like about this version too, when you compare them, is that you can save all your data onto an external hard drive of some kind. Oh, what the heck? Well, I'm glad actually we have a little
I've got to hurry and save Elise.
break going on here, because I'm having some weird stream issues. Hopefully that fixes it. Okay, that should fix it. Hopefully there was no dropping of frames, because that was weird. All of a sudden... Whoa, Sonic. Speaking of all of a sudden, I just had something just completely pause on me. That was weird. Should be okay now. That was random. He's dead. So dead, he's through the level. Good job, Sonic.
I've got to hurry and save Elise. Okay.
Okay, see, now I actually hit that rainbow ring. It's very inconsistent. Sometimes you can hit it, and sometimes you can't. It's just because of that light speed dash. Oh, I was trying to jump down. There is an extra life down there. I know that for sure, but I missed it.
Whoa, that's a big one. Jump! Tails, go ahead and push the gate switch so he doesn't get out.
Okay, Sonic, I'll be right back.
One thing I didn't mention when we were here before is you can actually fly all the way to the other side of the beach with Tails when you start here. I'm just not going to even try it because it's a very picky flight from what I've seen. So I'm not even going to risk it. I would die probably trying that, and I don't want to waste time. We already wasted, like, what was that, 5 minutes? Let's go grab this extra life over here. Then move on. That's one thing that also doesn't make any sense about this game, too. You die in literally an inch of water.
Whoa, that's a big one.
An inch. That's pretty bad. Let's just hit the switch this time around. I want to see if I can try that one more time. We're right here.
Tails, go ahead and push the gate switch so he doesn't get out.
Okay, Sonic, I'll be right back.
For some reason, also, that camera doesn't change over in the same way it does for that cutscene. It just randomly stops. I don't understand why. SonicGhost 6. That's all we're gonna say.
Thank you, Tails. You saved me.
Wow, did you see the robot parts? God. Physics in this game. They're terrible, but this is really showing just how wonky the Havoc physics engine really is. This wasn't the only game that had some weird physics issues because of the Havoc engine. I remember Star Wars The Force Unleashed. Oh my god, the game's physics there were all over the place too. Like you can throw an enemy in that game and they'll just ragdoll in the air for a while. So Sonic was actually supposed to have an animation from jumping from pillar to pillar, but it wasn't in this build. This game was actually more complete before it came out, but to rush it out, Sega had to actually go back to a previous build of Sonic 06 one that was more complete and stable. Which is really not saying that much, because this is not a stable game. Also, hit this ramp with the left side in mind. If you don't, you're screwed. Also, if you just jump off this ramp right here, it counts as you hitting a gold ring. The game doesn't really know what to do. They just kind of say you did pass through the gold ring if you got in the segment. They just don't care.
Too easy. No sweat.
Alright, so I'll take the A. That's a lot of rings for later. Alright, so that was a embarrassing start, honestly. That's what I get for trying to show off too many things. There's a lot of quirks I want to look at this game with, but if they're going to cause us to get behind on gameplay like that, I might just skip them, honestly.
It looks like the princess was moved to another location. Let's head back to the city.
So you guys thought I wasted your time by playing this level twice by accident. Well, don't worry, the game wasted everyone's time because that was it. That was the whole purpose in coming here. It was just to find out that Elise is gone and you can't go after the egg carrier from the beach. So let's go somewhere else. That was a waste of time. So, we got some missions we can do. And, You know what? We'll just do this one now. I was debating if I should or not, but let's just do this one. She's very awkward and definitely needs some attention, so Sonic, go ahead and take her mission on. So when we see town missions, I want to do them all, just to show them off. That it really helps with rings, because I kind of need them for the end game. Or at least with Sonic. The other two characters really don't matter.
Yes.
I like how I spin kicked that thing and it still got hurt. The two soul survivors too. It's good that these enemies show up on your radar, but I swear that radar can get kind of disorienting, to be honest. Like, I look at that radar and I go the exact opposite way half the time these things. I don't know why. It just... the red dots, they're obviously there to tell you, hey, go over here, stupid. At the same time, it doesn't really rotate with Sonic. So it gets a little confusing where to go sometimes. So that was the mission of beating up robots. We'll do another one of those, plus 10 others probably later. There's a lot of destroy all robot missions in this game, for some reason. They really want you destroying robots. This game kind of continued that trend that Sonic Heroes started, where enemies take multiple hits to kill, and it gets kind of annoying for that reason. Because until you get the bounce bracelet, there's really no easy way to destroy these things quickly. Alright, so I want to go ahead and buy this. This is the anti-gravity, which is basically a slide. You'll hold down the action button, so X in this case, and Sonic just does a little slide. Wow, look at that frame rate. This game does have frame rate issues, but it's not normally this bad in the hub, so that's a little weird. Alright, so what you can do is you slide under here, or, you know, you can just walk through it. Because apparently collision in that wall kind of disappears after a while. Which is weird. As soon as you buy the anti-gravity, for some reason, physics just give up. And the wall is just now kind of a texture. That's it. It's weird. And the whole purpose of coming up here is just to save this little girl, because somehow she got up here after hitting the spring by accident. I mean, that's why you don't put springs in a realistic town of people that definitely look like they're from the Sonic universe. Definitely look like they're not out of place. All hail Sonic.
You're a good girl, Elise. Remember, be brave. Don't cry, no matter what happens.
Mr. Sonic!
Just call me Sonic. Now then, are you okay?
I'm so glad that you came.
I always keep my word.
Sonic!
It looks like a pesky rat has stuck its nose where it doesn't belong. Well, a hedgehog to be more precise. The princess is mine. Until I unlock the secret of the flames of disaster.
Tails!
Got it! Let's go!
So, I should mention that
I'll
this
take
game...
care of you now. An early breakfast for my pet.
Alright, now that Eggman's done talking, I should mention this game takes place right after Shadow the Hedgehog. So this was a year after that game came out, which means this is one of the first games that the 4Kicks actors pretty much took over as the game actors too.
This is your pet.
You can definitely tell,
Okay, Eggman.
because their lines are very stiff, and this is when they're still trying to learn their voice direction for each one of their characters outside of Sonic X. There we go. That was a little awkward. In fact, he never really leans down like that normally, so I'm surprised he was kind of just waiting for me to grab his head. Alright, so now I have to hope I can do that again before he leaves. Nope, there he goes. Because now he's going to jump up to the very top, which I don't want. So now it's just a waiting game. But yeah, this is one of the first real points for the 4Kids voice actors to really try to learn from the mistakes in Shadow the Hedgehog. And honestly, it didn't really end well, as you can hear. They're still kind of stiff, and they definitely took a while to still learn from this. In fact, they didn't really start getting really good. Oh my god, I forgot that happens in this boss fight. So, I think I'm actually stuck up here. Yeah, I've gotten past an invisible wall. I can't leave. Wow. Well, hopefully the Egg Cerberus has fun without me. Because I'm definitely not coming back to fight anytime soon. SonicGhost 6, everybody. Thank God there's a start over option.
Huh? Okay, Eggman. I'll play with him.
But really, I think the first game that the 4Kids actors started to really get good was probably Sonic Unleashed, and that was 2008. And then one of their best voice acting outings was Sonic and the Black Knight, which was their last game. And that was like, what, the end of 2008 as well? Out of that, 2009. I think it was 09. Alright, come on down here, please. It's wasting everyone's time. Especially when you just apparently turn off your hit detection. Get back on the rail. Jeez, this boss is super janky tonight. This game is just fighting me today. Which is not surprising. This game fights you in general, but god, it's even worse than normal. Alright, I want him to hit the statue. Come on, hit the statue. There you go. You do double damage when you hit the statue. That should still be an S rank. Man,
Sonic,
this is getting janky. That was not for a second the game crashed. If it did, well, that would have definitely just summed up our adventures.
Too easy.
Oh, that's an A? Say the boss was just fighting me for a while there, so I didn't get as big of a time bonus as I thought I did. In fact, that was close. I was pretty close. I just needed to probably beat him in like maybe 20 to 30 seconds faster. I got an S on that thing before, so I'm not surprised that that was off.
How long is this gonna go on?
Let's split up. I'll get their attention, and you take the princess.
Okay, you be careful, Tails.
Leave it to me.
So because there's lag even in cutscenes, Sonic was very delayed. Wow, look at all that lag.
Hold on tight.
I've never seen this cutscene lag like this before. What is going on? Is this game just solely killing my Xbox? If it is, I better pop it out now. This thing's only a year old. But also, to be fair, last time I did see this cutscene was on a PlayStation 3, so maybe that's also why.
Elise,
They
hold on
optimized
tight.
the game to lag less on that version, which is funny to say because it actually has more lag. But they did try to optimize it more. And cutscenes are really where you notice that it definitely was better optimized. So the whole gimmick of this level is when you're carrying Elise, you can go ahead and press the right trigger and you just randomly have this force field, and you need to use it when you're on the sand because otherwise you're just gonna kind of fall right through it, because that makes sense. They're trying to say it's like quicksand, but it's really not. It's just normal sand that you'd find on a beach.
Okay.
It's not thick. So we just want to do all this, and that's a nice little shortcut here to the top. And we could kill those things, but I really don't feel like it right now. As soon as I say that, of course I fall. There, I fixed that problem. The control being super precise, can you really blame me for doing that? It's what I wanted to do. There, you can just completely skip that second. You don't even need to worry about it. And done. That's still an S after all that BS. Oh yeah, that's definitely an S.
I'm so
Or an A!
happy.
What the hell? I'm really off on my rankings tonight. I'm just off in general tonight, holy crap. So I might have saved the princess, but the game's not even close to being over, so that should give you an idea how well this is gonna last.
I have no words to express how grateful I am for your help. You're hurt.
At least speak up, you're quiet.
It's nothing.
Don't say that. I'm sorry. It's all my fault.
Smile. Your smile. That's all I need. Eggman mentioned the flames of disaster. Is that why he's after you?
Yes. The name of the sun god our country honors is Solaris. It is told that Solaris' rage would destroy the world. His wrath comes in the form of the flames of disaster. 10 years ago, we almost faced the full force of his fury.
And yet, to this day, they still worship the sun god.
I don't remember it very well.
Because the reason is the sun god will kill them all if they don't worship it. Which doesn't
Now that
really
god
work
is
that
trying
way.
to cause the same disaster again.
These people are dumb.
Sonic! Sonic! Wait! I can't run that fast.
Don't worry. Just raise your head and run. Feels great, doesn't it?
Yes. I've never run so fast before.
Nothing starts until you take action. If you have time to worry, then run.
If an evil sun god's about ready to destroy your town, just run. That's what I'll do. Worst life advice ever. If something's going wrong, you just gotta run away from your problems. It doesn't work that way.
I've been looking for you. You're the Iblis trigger. Your actions will condemn us all.
Who are you?
My name is Silver. For the future of the world, I will destroy you! Time for you to disappear, Iblis trigger!
Here's one of the most infamous parts of the game, the silver boss fight. Considered as one of the hardest things in the entire game, actually. Which is very surprising to think about, but just listen to sound cues and keep your distance. And you get a free hit on him right away. You just have to move quick for that one. That's the sound cue you're waiting for. You're waiting for a how about this? Or take this. You listen to him to talk.
How about this? Take this!
There is a quicker strategy where you just keep on homing attacking him, but it's very risky. So I don't like doing it, honestly. Just gonna run around.
Yes! How about this? Take this!
2 more hits and he's down. This is all you do. Just keep your distance. Most people die to this guy because they don't keep their distance.
Now!
Yeah!
That's pretty much how character battles in this game go entirely. You just don't want to stand near them.
That was incredible!
Oh yeah, that's right, because I got an S rank, we're getting 2 medals. Which is really useless because I'm not going to care about all the gold medals. And now you can play as silver. Not going to do that just yet, though.
Hey!
What did you expect to happen? He's playing dead, you idiot.
Is this a joke? How could someone like you cause the destruction of our world?
How does no one hear that?
It doesn't matter. For the sake of the future, the Iblis trigger must be destroyed.
You not notice the arms literally in front of your face.
Elise? Wait!
How did you guys not notice that? You both blind?
Ha! Don't you dare turn your back on me! It's time I finally put an end to this.
Hey SSJ and Nox and Wolf, how you doing today?
Amy,
Both of you.
Get out of my way, Amy. This is my mission.
Absolutely not!
Thanks, Amy. I appreciate it.
Leave it to me!
Alright, so we're just gonna leave our best friend over there, who's a girl, which is very implied at this point, with the guy who just tried to kill you. Sonic is a grade 8 citizen of this place that's definitely not belonging in the Sonic universe. Smart move. Smart move from a dumb hedgehog. Alright, so at this point we have a couple other things we can go ahead and do. Let me make sure there's no town missions. I think there is one in this area. There's nothing else to buy. Not yet, at least. Sometimes you get a scoured area to actually find a mission too, which is ridiculous. Doing good? It's good to hear. There's a lot of silver medals also that pop up here too. It's ridiculous. No extra mission around here. And this game's taking a chugfest though. Here's the only one I was thinking of. Thought there was another one available, but it's just this kid, which is really slowing down my game. Apparently, Pookie here, or I would pronounce this dang guy's name, really doesn't like frame rate. Even the text menus are kind of slower. So this is the Soliana Boys Challenge. This one, it's pretty much hide and seek. Alright, so best thing we're gonna want to do, get our bearings and go fast. These kids are in random places. One of them's just like back here somewhere. Hang on, not in this corner. This corner. There he is, see? And they do run. Alright, now we got him. Want to go all the way over here next. Because one's in this courtyard. See? And they all sound like cats. There you are. Also, the camera goes really crazy here for some reason. I don't get why. Just kind of gives up and trying to follow Sonic and just follows the pole instead. Alright, there you go. One more, I believe. There he is. Oh no, still more. You're the last one. Hit the kid! Not in that way though, that's abuse. There you go, that's done. That's either gonna be a S or an A. Also, what was that sound? Sounded like you were choking up a lung. Yeah, SSJ, the glitches and loading are the biggest problems with this game in particular.
That was incredible.
But to be fair, that's why people make fun of it. Even Sonic Team makes fun of this game now, because they know just how bad it was. Alright, well that was that mission. We could have done that mission from the girl saying, defeat all the robots at this point, but we already did. So let's just move on. Let's do what's considered probably the stupidest mission in the entire game. This one. This one just makes no sense. So, biggest question. Who is the captain? There are so many different captain lookalikes in the town. So many of them. I mean, it's not like they copy and pasted the same model like 10 times for this mission.
Hey.
You're supposed to question all these guys. But really, don't waste your time. You'll see why once the game loads.
Hey.
Yeah, I figured out who the captain is.
Hey.
You idiot. What a waste of a town mission. I think the world record for that is like a second or two, something like that. It's
was
super
incredible.
short because it's just a waste of time. He tells you, go look around the town because there's a fake captain, and it just turns out it's the guy you talk to. What was the point? What was the point in this? Wow, you're here for 3 days in the mission, SSJ. Dang. See, that's why I say this mission's confusing because they all look the same. There's no way you're gonna guess the right captain on your first try.
Sonic, can you hear me? Knuckles wants to see it.
It's such a waste of time. I don't get why they decided just to give you that mission with the captain being the same guy you activate the mission with. It's just a thing. So now we're supposed to meet up with Knuckles. So let's go meet up with Knuckles. Before we meet up with Knuckles, though, I see steel crates. You know what that means? Just gotta find the corner. These crates are weird, by the way, so it's gonna take a bit. Yep, there it is. See, you can launch in the air with these things for some random reason. It makes no sense. We'll show it off better here after the mission. I think I'm doing circles around the ring. Just grab it. Thank you. Physics in this area are really weird. Because when you hit the bottom of these planks, for some reason it counts like you're hitting the top. It's random. And that's the mission. Just homing attack to a minute and a half. I'll be so glad when we get the balance bracelet.
That was incredible.
Unfortunately, that's not until Radical Train, actually, which is halfway through Sonic's story. It takes a bit to get one of the best items in the game for Sonic. I mean, we won't get the best item in the game until like very ending because those gems, you'll see when we get to it, but they're broken.
Knuckles.
Thanks for the follow, Ox and Wolf. Appreciate it.
Outskirts of the city. He wanted me to give this to you. Sonic the Hedgehog. If you want me to return the princess, you must give me your Chaos Emerald. Meet me at my base in White Acropolis. Huh. He's pretty cocky.
It's most definitely a trap. I don't think Eggman will honor his agreement.
I'm going.
Sonic?
Since Eggman went to the trouble of telling me where Elise is, I think I should thank him personally.
And Knuckles like, I don't even know what to think of this. Just shrugs it off. These animations, I swear. Alright, so I'm going to save twice, actually. because I'm going to see if I can do something real quick. So that means I'm going to kind of fumble around here for a couple minutes. So luckily, because I can save on an external drive, we'll be able to make a save backup right away. It's convenient. So we select the storage device, save on here. Do it again. Save to the internal. And we're done. And now let's get a box. I don't know why I'm just getting propelled forward today in these things. Just go upwards. The angle you gotta stand on this thing is really picky, so not surprised. There it is. All right, let's just go to space. You can also see just how bad this world looks from the top, because some buildings aren't even fully rendered. They're just kind of textures that end. This is Jay. You're trying to describe the plot to Sonic Mania's Knuckles and Knuckles mode, because you're close. Oh, so you can just go forever. This just like never ends, I swear. It also gives this weird motion blur effect. And after a while, the crate just disappears. You go so fast, the crate goes higher than the level. And here we are. Wait, where are they? I can hear them flying, but I don't see them. Like right here in the building. Yeah, they just kind of gave up and sat on the ground. Weird. Alright, Knuckles, do me a favor. I need you to drown. Knuckles. Go. Alright, Tails gotta come back. I gotta have one of them come back, so I want Tails. Come on. Alright, well, I guess we're gonna have Knuckles. You wait here. Nothing very near the buy in the shop. That's not what I want. Just give it a second.
Sonic!
There you go, he had a heart attack in front of the store. Couldn't take the low prices. I'm trying to move this guy a little bit. Only attacking him is a little awkward. One more. Natural one more. I don't feel comfortable with that. Not with that angle either. Alright, let's try this. So it's gonna go ahead and start the mission. Which means we're gonna sit through 2 loading screens to get to the mission. And then I'm gonna immediately quit the mission. So that's 3 loading screens just to see if this worked. That's what's kind of annoying, but I want to see if we can do this. If not, I can do this later anyways. I got a save file on the PlayStation 3 set up for this. Alright, it takes a while to get into this, but once you do, we can go ahead, quit the mission. Now, if things were done right, Tails is going to activate the shop, but we should be allowed to move, and that's what I want. Now, I can't move, but as you can see, Tails is interacting with the shop. Also, Knuckles is just kind of strutting. Look at that strut. They call me Knuckles. I like Knuckles, I don't chuckle. I gotta flex my knuckles. Alright, that was not the outcome we wanted. We can come back to that later because I made a save point. What I wanted to do is interact with the shop so I can go talk to this guy too. That didn't really work out, so let's just go ahead and do these 2 missions here. Alright, so let's do the 3 Musketeers. This mission basically has you going through the game with Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles, each trading off, each showing their special abilities. Tails to fly, Knuckles to punch, Sonic to run. But each one of them has their own jank. So, Tails with the weird flying, Knuckles with the very terrible punching, and Sonic with his average running speed. So, in the end, nothing really that good. But this is the sequel to Sonic Heroes, after all. In terms of a mission, that is. This is basically a reference, I believe, to Heroes, since this is Team Sonic doing their thing.
Okay then, Tails, Knuckles, let's do this together.
Just leave it to me.
I really hope you like flying through rings, because if you didn't like that as Sonic, you're not gonna like it here, and then later on too, because I do rings a couple times. It's kind of annoying, honestly. Thank God, though, Tails can fly through these things pretty quick. Now it's time for Knuckles. Time for him to punch rocks, which really don't look like rocks, they look like just pieces of styrofoam. But this is the worst part about the mission. They load a screen to tell you what's next, to load another screen to throw you into the game. It's a pace breaker. A lot of missions do this too, where they load something on top of a loading screen.
Here you go, Knuckles.
Sonic trying to do combos with Knuckles. His combos suck.
I can't wait to get going.
As you can see, his combo, not the greatest. Just keep on punching things. His drill doesn't really do much. His charge punch is worthless. And his 3-punch attack, oh man, it's not really that effective, and it's very slow. I really don't like Knuckles in this game much. They butchered him beyond belief compared to his Adventure days. Adventure Knuckles is way better than this. Also, every time you punch, it sounds like he's throwing up. There. See, that's why I don't like using the drill punch too much, because he just goes through things. He doesn't really hit it. Because they propel him so far upwards, you'll jump over the enemy half the time, which is what I usually do if I'm doing that attack with Knuckles. Alright, but that was it. That was the worst part about this mission. Now it's time for Sonic, which means just run to the goal. Knuckles is better than Sonic and Knuckles together. Yeah, he can climb walls. He can flex his knuckles. Unlike Knuckles, you don't chuckle.
It's all you, Sonic!
So they really don't give you any direction. You just kind of go in this mission.
Sonic!
That's what's annoying about this mission. You have no guidance, so if you don't know where to go, you're kind of just wandering around for a while, which is annoying. Also, Tails just loves to drown, apparently. He keeps on falling in the water. I think Knuckles next to the fountain. Yeah, here he is.
Sonic! Oh!
Yay!
I don't want that ring thing, but oh well. Let's just go.
Yes!
I love how in the end, the recording guy's just waiting for you. Listen to Knuckles music and watching a stream at the same time. Wow, what a mix. So, what's the treasure of Soliana? Nothing. Just the usual rings and a random dance celebration.
That was incredible!
The most worthless thing to offer you. Because it's nothing different. It's like they thought of something to do with each one of these missions to give you something proper. Then they just kind of stopped right there. And made all the missions with the same reward, rings. So it almost sounds like this one. It's like, oh, here, we're going to give you one of the most precious items, which could have been one of the gems. And they scrapped it. There's a lot of ideas that could have worked in this game that just kind of scrapped. There's one thing in particular I'm going to be showing off much later in this kind of playthrough. Alright, so this guy needs his data chips back, which is just a fetch quest. But in order to do the fetch quest, robots, you gotta destroy them.
No.
A lot of these missions really just a waste right now, but we're doing it anyways. I want to show off all these missions. I like how I actually held down the button to the slide and didn't do anything. So I don't like the slide in this game. It's weird. Like, it works sometimes. So there's one of the data discs. This should be one of the last ones, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, of course he hits me on the way out. Yeah, that was the last one.
Hey.
So this guy tells you the company he works for, but it really doesn't matter because, one, it doesn't exist in this game, and two, it doesn't change the outcome of the mission. You still get rings,
Too easy.
and you
No
still just
sweat.
kind of waste your time in the end of it all because it's just do this task to get the same outcome. Story-wise, it doesn't amount to anything. Don't even know why they bothered, but they did. That should be it for now, though. So let's just move on to the main mission at hand. Oh, hang on. There's one more mission. Forgot about you.
Aye.
The Hotel Festival of Rings. More rings. Great. Just what we want. Oh, it's raining in Brazil right now. That's nice and relaxing when it rains. It's always nice to just be laid back in your home when it's raining and just listen to it pour down in your window. Nice and calming.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Listen to all those yeses. Also, that box had like nothing in it. This one does. Consistency? So this is basically what the mission implies. You're just collecting a crap ton of rings. Because we were out of ideas. You don't need to get them all, just get a good amount of them. That's why I'm kind of just running around real quick with all the rings. Because you're also based off time for this mission, so want to be a kleptomaniac, collect all these things, if at the end of the day, it won't really matter.
Yes. Yes.
Also, sometimes you can just miss these springs. Don't understand why.
Yes. Yes.
Sonic, seriously? He just went straight through one ring with his lightspeed dash and just said, nah, you're done. So you failed the mission by doing that. You are not bad. And that's it. That's failure. He says you're not bad, congratulations, kicks you out, and makes you do it again. What? Congratulations on what? Drowning? Not much congratulations to be had there. You're an idiot. Alright, so now we gotta sit through all this again, which is the most annoying part of the mission. Yeah, we know about the Ring Festival. Congratulations, you died. Do it again. I like how it went straight through the box because it didn't exist just yet, but it did as soon as I was on top of it. Sonic, stop going around the spring and just grab it. Yes. Yeah, really annoying hearing that. There, now I did what we were supposed to before. I swear, the lightspeed dash in this game is glitchy. To be fair, what game in the series didn't have a glitchy lightspeed dash? Really, the best game that had a lightspeed dash was actually Shadow the Hedgehog. Because that game, at least the lightspeed dash, if you failed it, you can try it again. It didn't just eat the lightspeed dash. Yes, we're done. Jumping around at the spring of sound. All them spring jumps. Bounce pad! Bounce pad! Rings! Yum 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 yum.
That was incredible!
That was something, but I wouldn't call it incredible. It was just a waste of time for more rings. I want to get as many rings as I can to show off these gems. So I'm glad at least I'm getting a good amount of S's. That'll help with the gems. Alright, let's go to White Acropolis. So, can you guess what we have to do before we enter the level? Can you guess? Give you another 10 seconds to guess. Well, if you said destroy a bunch of robots to take down a gate, you'd be correct. Because this game loves you killing robots.
I'll have to beat all the enemies to get through here. Yes!
Perfect timing, Sonic.
Good riddance.
Piece of cake. No sweat.
And that's it. That's all you do. And now watch as Tails and Knuckles get so confused and they run back. And by run, I mean apparently jump in the air. What the heck, Knuckles? Really don't know what to do.
That was incredible!
Oh, the light speed in Generations is... I wouldn't say it's glitchy, but it's very weird. Because I swear, half the time I get to a light speed dash trail rings, it doesn't work. Like the one in Chemical Plant is probably the best example. There's this one over Obama's Pit in Chemical Plant Modern, and I swear half the time I go to it, it doesn't work and I die. I wouldn't say it's really glitchy, I'd just say it's just kind of picky.
There's a secret room here. Let's hurry to the White Acropolis.
Yeah, there's a secret room. See right here. Has a lease, has a medal. It has this panel for some reason, so I guess it's supposed to be like a warp pad, and it has a map. That's about it. Moving on. Now it's time to snowboard. Which the snowboard controls in this game are really weird. Basically, to control this thing, you have to hold the direction you want to move. Which is weird for camera. Like that, see? That's just weird. I missed a jump because I was off by maybe a low angle. Which, to be fair, the jump just takes you out like right here. It's not too big of a deal. Take a hard left here. And nice old shortcut. Don't need the silver medal. Just like, forget it. Don't need it. Alright, here's a camera shift, so I'm gonna do this. I kept my speed with that, because their camera shift really screws me up every time. I don't trust it. Again, don't trust it. Good, got the jump. Barely got the jump, because that's the first time I've seen the camera just glitch out in that segment. Wow, that's weird. That jump is really awkward to hit because it's a jump ramp. But you can't tell because there's snow all over it. Good design. Good design, Sega.
This is a pretty cold.
Alright, so I'm just gonna forget you guys even exist.
Yes, yes, yes.
Did Dibs make this level? Because that's a lot of this dash pads. There's a glitch where you can kind of just like phase through these lasers, then you get right to the end of the level. I'm no good at it. We're not doing it.
There should be a switch somewhere.
Yeah, literally right here. Thanks, Tails. So my speed randomly just gave up.
I'll go on from here.
Go Sonic, go! Go Sonic, go! Really? I didn't know he can kill you, basically. I'm glad I had rings, because damn, Sonic, you really hate your best friend. You want to destroy him. It's supposed to destroy your searchlights, but Tails can fly, so what's the point? Just literally fly over everything.
I'll take it from here.
Alright, this is supposed to be a long maze, but I have the solution. It's called jumping over the laser gate. And that's the level. Man, Tails is a dick.
Too easy. No sweat.
I still can't get over that. I did not know he can actually hurt you if you do the spin dash in the transition. That makes no sense. That really does not.
You're late. Well, we had to deal with your little pets.
Where's Elise?
My, aren't we impatient?
Sonic!
You better not move. Now, the Chaos Emerald. Place it there.
Huh? What?
No! It's no use. It's too powerful for you to overcome. Now, allow me to introduce you to my latest creation. This is the Solaris prototype. With this machine, I'll be able to control the flow of time itself.
Also gotta vacuum out these pests. Just go ahead, suck them up to this giant hole in the ceiling. Sorry, I don't like rats in my warehouse.
They're not dead. Yet. They've just been teleported by my glorious invention to another time. Who knows where they'll end up? It could be in the distant past or far future. But my machine still requires some fine-tuning. In fact, what my machine needs in order to be complete is your power.
My power?
Yes, I can finally complete my plans, now that I have the Chaos Emeralds and you. The Princess of Soliana. That's all I need to revive the flames of disaster. And with its power, I will be able to control everything and rule the world. So, you would be wise to remain on my good side.
Look very unamused. You even care what's going on.
Boy, do I feel dizzy. Where are we?
Oh, look who's here. I didn't expect to see you guys.
Rouge! Shadow!
Hi, long time no see.
Really hope you like that line of no long time no see. They say it all the time, in this game especially. They said it a lot here.
This is the distant future, far removed from our own timeline.
The future? Then that means Eggman's machine can control time!
Eggman's got some nerve dropping us here.
Now, how can we get back to our own time?
You need a space-time rift, but this requires a lot of energy. I see. You mean using your chaos control will... Yes, but that alone is insufficient. Okay, Shadow. It looks like we need to work together.
It's very convenient that Sonic and his friends, and then Shadow and Rouge, both are suddenly in the future like this. Very convenient. Also, it's time for probably one of the best levels in the game. And it's not just me saying that, it's the entire Sonic community, because this level we turned to Sonic Generations for a reason. People wanted this back in the game. It was one of the levels that people requested from 06. Out of the list of levels I could have chose from, this was the one that came back. Also, these rails are super picky. You have to be exactly lined up to the pixel, otherwise you just clip right through them like I just did. It's weird. Also, I love how a parked car hurts Sonic like that. That makes no sense. mean, if you want to give me the argument, he's going too fast. That would hurt if you go that fast. He's barely moving. So that argument's invalid. This rail also doesn't work. Like, half the time, you try to get on it, and you just kind of get pushed right off. It's weird. Alright, now's the first segment. Luckily, that's like, I believe the last time we actually have to use the snowboard controls. It's only in 2 levels. Thank God. Because those controls are straight up terrible. No excuse for it, it was just terrible. Sega did right with snowboarding controls with Sonic Adventure 2. So, there's no excuse. Also, who needs to play a level? Who needs to play it, really?
The whole city's on fire.
I will say though, if you are playing the PlayStation 3 copy of this game, this level doesn't really look that great, because this level has a lot of the particle effects removed. Like this effect of the heat, completely gone on PlayStation 3. Also, precise on the attack, you made that jump very easily. I have indeed seen some speedruns. Also, how you doing today, White Dawn? White Donson, how you doing? I know the urns of the SonicGhost 6. Oh good, the platform didn't fall. I swear, that's random if that pathway for me breaks or not. Makes no sense. It's like you gotta hit a very specific point, and then if you do, it will break. If not, not so much. Every time myself, not really for playing through the game in completion. I mean, I've done like individual runs of levels without the red gem. That's about it. Haven't really like seriously timed it. Haven't played this game in a while. I see speedruns of this every once in a while, though. I think DSS said he might pick this game up and run it again at some point, so I might be seeing more runs of the game at some point in my following list. On one of the last streams I seen in DSS, he said he was thinking about maybe going back to 06 for shadow runs. That's about it. I don't know if he's really going to want to do any other category, because that's really the only one that's decent in the game. All the others are insanely hard and very stressful. Especially Silver. Silver is just... Oh man, I've seen how bad that makes runners feel. Now that was perfect throwing of the car. This level's kind of random if you get hit or not, because sometimes these cars just go straight for your body. Also, that just bounced straight up. Wow, that was new. At least I got 4 rings, so now I can actually beat the level. I don't have to worry about luck screwing me over. And that's it. On the 360, this level lags like heck if you end it. This victory screen doesn't lag on PS3. It's one of the only major improvements I can actually see in the game on PS3.
Too easy. No sweat.
Wow, like you learned all the stories. Dang, that's some dedication. Alright, now we can also play a Shadow, but again, not gonna do that until we beat Sonic.
No matter where we go, all we see are ruins. How can this be our future?
How could it come to this?
Could it be true? If I eliminate that guy, will our world be saved?
The day of disaster. Here are my records of this event. This was when Iblis was freed, and his flames were released into the world.
I just noticed one of the screenshots looks like from one of the earlier builds of the game. Wow, guys. Way to be lazy.
And you have this person to blame.
Wow, you're in the process of learning 180 medals. I wish you luck with that. That's gonna be challenging.
I see it! So that blue hedgehog's the Iblis trigger?
Blue Hedgehog.
I'll send us back in time to the point when the Iblis trigger was alive.
There's so much wrong with this cutscene in particular. So much. I might get more detail when we get into Silver, because now Sonic's gonna want to take over. But just how the heck does that all make sense? It's just shoehorned in. You can tell.
Who was that guy? He looked just like Shadow.
This is terrible! According to the data, the princess died when she was kidnapped by Eggman. Apparently, Eggman's battleship exploded! The date of this incident was 2 days after the Festival of the Sun.
If we don't return in time, Elise will die on board Eggman's battleship. That means...
Yeah, I think so.
You know, you guys are trying to figure out how to time travel, right? This is not a big deal. You can literally go back to whenever you want. So again, story-wise, just scratch your head. Makes no sense. Story's dumb.
You guys are so slow. Look.
A Chaos Emerald! You've already found one!
Well now, I may not look it, but I'm a real treasure hunter. Unlike a certain echidna I know.
What? Heh.
Have you guys discovered anything?
Yeah. I received a signal indicating there's a Chaos Emerald here, but...
You mean we've got to go through there?
If you don't like it, you can stay here.
You've got to be kidding.
Don't be late. Same to you.
I only got one reaction to that. And that's this. If I can find it. This is Shadow's reaction to the "Don't be late." Let's just move on. Yeah, right, you're right, because this game just kind of writes itself out of history, but at the same time, it also makes no sense, because this game, yeah, this character's coming back, like Silver, and they don't explain that. Generations had the whole time-traveling thing happen again, because Crisis City is there.
If I use a homing attack,
So it's like the game doesn't exist anymore, but the aesthetics still exist, that's for sure. It's random. Also, why does Wall just randomly kick you? I never understood it. There. That's good.
lava shoots up from that fiery ground.
Yeah, enemies here really don't matter. Sonic just kind of ignores physics, so I don't care.
This bridge is gonna collapse any minute.
Hang on. I kind of want to do this. There you go. This gives me invincibility, so... Oh no, 1-up. Must be thinking of something else. Where the heck did that box come from? That was weird. Yeah, I think I was thinking of Silver Story, that there is invincibility here from one of the characters.
That's not a nice welcome.
You can go through this door too. No, this door you can't. Okay, had to make sure. I was gonna say, you gonna come up today? Those worms are really annoying when they just stay on the ground.
Piece of cake. No sweat. Cool. It's raining fire.
That platform just actively ignored me too. Wow. That's a first. Not even going about with the spring. I was not gonna bother here either. I'm just gonna ignore him and go. Please no snipe. Okay, good. There's a random chance of you getting hit out of the air from a meteor, and it's happened to me more often in this level than I would be proud to admit. So I could go that way. But I could just also do this. Oh, you haven't gotten hit out of the air? Count your blessings. It does happen. That's for sure, and happens to me more often than it really should. I mean, I gotta imagine that being a run killer. I've seen that kill runs. Not fun. Alright, now I don't remember exactly where you need to go for this, but I'm gonna try it anyways.
Okay. Knuckles.
I'll take care of it.
Also, this level's super dark, even more dark on this version than the PS3 version. They lightened this level up on PS3. It's that bad. And so if we climb all the way to the top, like this corner, I believe. Yeah, okay. I just gotta get my bearings. Nope, that wasn't it. Alright. There's way too many death planes, and I don't remember where they all are. It's been like 3 years since I last did this.
Okay.
But he just flies to the ending with Knuckles. It's hilarious. Because he actually has a victory animation, too.
Knuckles.
Sometimes it plays, and sometimes it doesn't.
Take care of it.
In fact, I'll do this one more time. If I fail it, we're just gonna do the victory pose version of this. Okay, there you go. You gotta go really far out to do this, though. Also, Sonic makes a sound when going down when you're Knuckles, which makes no sense. Alright, Knuckles, take a swim.
Shoot! I've still got a ways to go.
You enjoying your bath, Knuckles? I like how he just not always said, shoot, I got a ways to go. Because for some reason, he always says his worst ranking there. But what's actually better is when you die. He talks right over it. It's hilarious.
I found a Chaos Emerald.
Don't touch it!
What? What's this?
Alright, worst boss fight in the game. Here we go. This one takes forever. I'm gonna speed it up, but it's still like a long 3 or so minute fight when you do the speed trick. So this is Iblis Phase 2. We won't see Phase 1 until Silver. This is the only phase that both Sonic and Shadow get to see. Yeah, it is possible that in other levels with wrong characters too. I've heard of it, but this is the only one I've done. I've only done the Knuckles and Rouge variety here in Flame Core. Alright, there you go. That should trigger him, so come on over, Iblis.
Too far to attack. Is there some way to draw him in?
That's some great hit detection. Great hit detection. Don't care how to ring. That's why you don't grab all the rings in this fight. You only grab like 1 or 2. Now, if I wasn't doing this, this would add another 3 minutes, I think, to the fight. It is dumb. Oh, I came back too soon.
I've got to light the orb above the rocks. Then I need to get his attention and draw him toward it.
That looked close enough to me. That was weird.
It's a little too far to attack. Is there some way to draw him in?
There.
Is
That's
that
it.
size just for show?
All I gotta do now is wait for him to come to me, which it's gonna take like another minute. Cause he likes to do this for way too long. He summons way too many of these stalactites. At this point, nothing left to do but collect rings. Takes forever to do the final hit. Come on. Done. Finished. Come over here. That's a good worm. Look, there's no platform. Here it is.
Sonic,
Here it's not. Yeet. Hey, Iblis. Glad for you to finally join the party.
It's dazed from the impacts. Now's your chance.
I like how the homing attack was not close enough. It actually hits his mouth and not his eyeball. No wonder why I was having a hard time. Sonic was going for the mouth for some reason. Sonic, you're dumb. You almost cost me like a 3-minute timer. That's worse than dying. That's really stupid, Sonic. Come on. Well, there. Now we can go back to the present. That still should be good enough for an S.
That
Yeah,
was
time
incredible.
bonus alone gets you this one. Because they really don't expect you to beat this in 3 minutes. They want you to be here for like, what, 7 or 8?
Chaos control!
Oh, I'm sorry, I have a attention span for gerbil. I just noticed something shiny over here. And now Shadow doesn't come back. Well, we'll learn more about that in his story.
Ow!
Looks like we made it back in one piece.
Where did Shadow and Rouge go? Did they appear someplace else?
Those two can take care of themselves.
You want to share with the class, Sonic? Because you could barely read that terrible texture. All I was able to make out of that was Hedgehog of Mystery and Vespa was attacked. You want to share? The only thing we know is the obvious. Elise was kidnapped and we still need to get her back. So really, the future thing, again, wasn't really important at all. It's kind of a waste of time. Because they don't really establish anything we don't already know. What we do know is now we get the Mouse Bracelet, thank God. It's one of the best items in the game for Sonic, just because of the fact he can kill enemies now in half the time. First things first, talk to this lady. This makes no sense. Her car was stolen, so what do we need to do? Beat it up. Because we're Sonic heroes? What's the logic behind that, right? Besides none.
Huh?
So all I gotta do is just kick this thing a couple times. I'm the only blue thing here. Come on. I'm the only blue and fast thing. Get out of my space. Thanks for the bit, Wake, and have a good day yourself. Thanks for stopping by the stream. Appreciate it.
Yeah!
Hey, so I'm glad that she pays us for totaling her car. How many people do that, right? I just got in a terrible car accident. The guy behind me rear-ends my car.
That was incredible!
Instead of trying to file insurance claims, just give me a couple rings. Imagine how that would go in real life. Alright, what do you got now? Circus troupe. Oh, good. Rings. Everyone's favorite part of the game. Ugh.
Huh?
We know what to do. Jump through rings at this point. It's just now using the excuse of it's a circus act. Not really. Also, I love if you don't hold the control stick up. He just does a casual stroll for a second there. Wait, Sonic, not yet. Too early. It's all these rings. Now you can go. This part's also kind of annoying because 4 times you gotta jump in the air. I know this just having them on straight paths beyond me. That's it. So they want me to really join the show, and I say no, just give me my money and get me out of here.
That was incredible!
Let's see if there's any more missions. I don't know if there is or not. Alright, so this is our next point in the game. They don't want to let us in. All we can just do is this. It just so happens to be a portal. How convenient.
Sonic, shouldn't you save the train before chasing after me?
I gotta get ahead and help the train. Okay. Oh,
So we got outrun a train here. If you fail once, you're kind of screwed. So let's hit this. Open the door. You gotta really move here because that train is no joke. Neither is the platforms. Let's just restart the level now.
Shouldn't you save the train before chasing after me?
So Elise is on that train. That's the whole plot point. Can't let it crash and let Elise die because then she cries and the Iblis thing is set free. It is just a tongue twister. I lost track of my words. Ah, crap. Thank God there's another speed pad there because it goes so slow if you miss one of those things.
I better hurry up and cross this scale. Does this conveyor change direction?
Alright, right here we gotta bounce our way up. This one you don't. Consistency.
I better hurry. There's gotta be a switch somewhere.
I think how he says that the second I hit a switch. Like, Sonic, are you paying attention? Also, every time you have a chance, take the grind rail. It's quicker. Sonic, seriously? Thank you.
I'll be able to move faster if I go on top of the train instead of being on the rails.
As a lie, go on the rails. Grinding's way quicker. If it works.
Those enemies seem to be protecting that cage for some reason. I'd like to defeat them first.
And that's that section. Now it's time for another Mach Speed section. Gotta go fast.
Elise's train is... Uh-oh! Gotta speed up!
Also, right here, just mash the light speed button. Best results.
Is Elise on board? almost there. Police, hang on.
Don't worry, I'll save you. Ow. It's weird how you take damage there when you're invincible.
Too easy.
It's like the game
No
doesn't
sweat.
care.
I knew it! I knew you'd return. You had to.
You again.
This time, there will be no more interruptions. The Iblis trigger must die.
Sonic.
Oh, sweet upper roll. Ah, dang it. It's like, what was the point of that? Doesn't do anything. Also, Eggman's statement, little walk, he is not kidding.
Elise.
She was maybe a couple feet off the train before she got kidnapped. Good record.
Time to end this.
Hey, Hyper, how you doing? Hey, everyone's been requesting for this. You all gotta suffer for my sake.
Nephilis, why are you getting in my way?
I'm Shadow. Shadow the Hedgehog.
Well, they go fight off screen. We won't be doing that until we get to their respectful stories. Later.
Now stop it. You have nowhere to go.
I would rather die than be your prisoner again.
So what are you going to do, Princess? Do you plan to jump?
She just said I'd rather die, so that's a guarantee yes.
Farewell.
Oh, it's convenient there was a Sonic down here.
You won't get away that easily.
So you know, that really doesn't make much sense just because of the fact that if she dies, that also lets loose Iblis. So she would rather kill herself and let the monster out herself than to let Eggman let it out. That makes no sense. Alright, now this boss fight, you're supposed to hit his head up there, but I don't feel like it. I just kind of feel like hitting him from underneath. So let's just do that. Makes the fight go way quicker.
You think you can intimidate me with just your size? Come on, let's see what you can do.
He has to get low enough for me to actually attack him, though. Like this. So, you fight this thing with Silver, and his weak spot is the bottom. Since this is the exact same boss fight, they didn't really bother changing the coding, so the weak point is also on the bottom for this thing. So for both Sonic and Silver, you can just attack on the bottom. Supposed to hit his head with Sonic, and I just kind of say, you know what, I could just bounce and pop you on the butt.
All right, you're going down.
Definitely tell this wasn't meant to happen because he clips through the robot to get back to the center of the stage.
Begin charging core laser. Take this, Sonic.
Oh, Hyper, there's worse games than this. This is one of the low points for the Sonic series, but this is definitely way more playable than something like Big Rigs. That's for sure. Big Rig's just a pile of mess.
Sonic, look out! The fortress is crashing!
Oh no! Whatever shall I do? Embrace death. Oh no, it hurts so much. Oh hey, I won the battle. There's no point. Even if you have 0 rings, you still win. There's no point to that.
Too easy. No sweat. That was a gutsy move back there.
Well, I was desperate and, I just had to get away. I owe you a lot, Sonic. Sonic!
I'll head into the jungle.
Are we already in the jungle?
Okay.
Sonic, you know that's a dead end, right? You're literally taking her to a point where all the robots could attack you. You're so lucky they just disappear. Alright, now it's time for Tropical Jungle. Let's do this. Like how it's been a bit since you controlled Sonic with Elise, that I have to remind you, hey, you can just hold down the right trigger to do this. Who needs that hint bubble, right? This is actually probably one of the more fun levels in the game, but at the same time, it's also one of the weirder levels in the game, too. So many alternate pathways that can kill you.
Let's run straight up.
Alright, I'm not going that way. Screw that. Let's go this way.
Sonic, it looks like you can grab that aha.
So I guess you can grab that aha, indeed. I will grab that aha.
Jump higher.
Huh. Well, that was a good start. Let me attack, why?
Let's run straight up.
So what really doesn't make any sense is it probably will happen again, but Stay Shield doesn't protect you against the boxes. It just either flips you up, or it just stops you dead in your tracks. It's really weird.
You may be able to jump higher.
Hang on tight.
Sonic, what was that? That's better.
I'm going right up the middle.
The shield even ignores enemies for some reason. Like, ah, that's cute. I don't feel like it today.
We're getting out of the cave.
I like how we just got in the cave and Sonic says we're getting out the cave. Like, dude, give it at least 5 seconds before you say that. Sonic Dropper. Aw. It's a Lightspeed Dash, I swear, it's so selective in this level too, because of Elise. It didn't work there, but it worked earlier.
Let's rip.
This segment I don't like either, because you randomly just lose speed. And I don't trust this segment, because I've fallen off it plenty of times, so I'm just going to jump. It's way safer just to jump. Alright, this segment is just full of lag, so we're just gonna do this.
Gotta make sure it don't fall in the water.
It might be hard to see, but at the same time, the game at least doesn't slow down to a pacing halt.
This bonus can be used as a trampoline.
Wow, that was a big homing attack radius. Actually, that sent me backwards. I want to go forward on this rail. No, I don't. Gee, this level's like a dang labyrinth at the end. Not a good one. I was going the right way. I'm getting confused. It's been a bit. There we go.
It looks like you can't move forward until you defeated all of your enemies. Nice!
Oh, it really doesn't matter about the outcome if you pick Amy or Elise because of that one mission in general. It's just pretty much there for your own sake. It's just a random mission. One of the many random missions in this game that make no sense. You could love the hedgehog and you could love the lady. Doesn't matter. It still can give you rings. This game plot's weird. Said that enough, but it just is. Not much else you could say besides that.
Looks like we've lost them.
I'll settle things here. Elise, you should go back to the castle.
Okay. Sonic?
Now this is one of the best cutscenes in the game. This is a beautiful render.
Flowers before.
Too bad it's wasted on these weird character models.
Sonic, have you visited many wonderful places before?
Yeah.
Once you defeat Eggman, you'll leave, won't you? Though I've been frightened many times, I've also enjoyed this adventure. It allowed me to be something other than a princess. I was able to be myself. A girl.
It sounds like being a princess isn't that easy.
It isn't sometimes, but I love this country. Everyone in the castle, the children, all my citizens, really. The same love my late father and mother had.
Don't cry, Elise. Become a strong queen who doesn't cry, no matter what happens.
Pat, stop crying right now. Don't make me slap you with this giant hand.
So, I do my best to protect my country. I understand everything my parents said to me now. Sonic, if you leave here to go on another adventure, remember this place.
Definitely. Elise?
I'm fine. Sorry. I mustn't cry.
There are literally tears in your eyes. You are crying. You can't hide it.
Elise?
If that's the case, why isn't Imbalist summoned right here? Oh, I already know about the ending. Hyper, I played this game before. That's why it doesn't say first playthrough. I played this through years ago, and I've seen plenty of playthroughs. I don't care about the story in this one. The story here is just throwaway. What's with the expression? Shut your mouth. Jeez.
Princess Elise, ruler of Soliana. By refusing to negotiate with me,
I mean, Amy's model just looks horrible here.
failure to do so on time will result in my leveling of this city so that nothing but ashes remain.
Miss Elise! I cannot allow harm to come to my people. Miss Elise! It is my duty as Princess of Soliana to go. There is no other choice.
That's the worst character model behind her, too. She is ugly. Like, dear God, mother can't love that face ugly. I don't get it. Come on. At least put up some makeup. Just put on makeup. Maybe you'll look maybe somewhat better. Who am I kidding? That's not going to help that face. Ooh.
This is terrible. Princess Elise went to see Eggman by herself. Tails, please help her.
So remember that one time we played Wave Ocean? Yeah, let's do it again. Because apparently we have no idea what else to do with this plot. Can I hit the ring? Thank you. We don't know what else to do with this plot. Let's just put Wave Ocean back in here and have Tails go through it again. Which is bad because not only did you already go through this level with Tails, but there is a specific portion of the level that is ripped from your first time being here with Tails. It's a waste of time. Just like the first time. Oh, look at that boost. I just went straight through that rail. Good game. Well, that's sideways control. Whoa, that was weird. Never seen that happen before. Okay, that's weird. That's a scripted segment. The scripted segment just randomly stopped being scripted. That's a first. To be fair, that can't happen, which is weird. Yeah, so remember this part of the level? Yeah, we're here again. Hope you like it the first time, because now we get to play it again. Because reasons. That was a good waste of 2 minutes.
Well, not bad.
Well, this is the glitchiest game in the series because it was rushed. That's the biggest problem. Not just that, but this is an incomplete build, but was the one that was the most finished at the time. There was so many glitches they actually had fixed up in a beta release that they had to completely scrap. The demo for this game on the 360 is more stable than the game. The demo is more stable than the finished product. That's bad.
I wouldn't have had to do this.
What are you trying to do, Dr. Eggman? Why do you wish to revive the flames of disaster?
Did your parents ever disclose to you anything about Solaris? Solaris's secrets are in his eternal flames. His power can change time and even manipulate the fabric of time itself. I wish to obtain this power and dominate everything in this world. From the past all the way to the future.
You wish to rule over time?
Yes, truly. And the secret, it remains dormant in you, Princess. The Princess of Soliana and the 7 Chaos Emeralds. Once I have everything, the fate of the whole world will change.
Eggman, we can barely hear you over your loud keyboard.
Just ahead.
Also, what the heck are you
Chaos
typing?
Emerald located.
That's definitely not what you typed.
Finally. Now, let's go collect that Chaos Emerald.
There's barely even a keyboard there. His hands are more to the right, which was not a keyboard. It was buttons, and he was typing. Sure. Because that makes sense. Your typical movie/video game typing patterns. They make no sense, and they're just very out of place. Alright, there should be more for us to do here.
Eggman will probably go to the ancient castle. Let's get there first and save Elise.
Yeah, Tails. Missions first. Go over here. This is the captain. The ring race. Everyone loves rings, don't they? Incredible speed. Don't... You think? Someone just mashed the space button a little too much that one day while coding. Like, let's just put like 5 spaces in between the apostrophe and the T. That'd be a good idea. There's a lot of stuff they definitely didn't read over in the script and check in the voice acting. Well, we'll hear the famous line in the Shadow story later.
Hey.
I do believe, though, this is actually the first point in the game we can start buying the gems. My finger hit the tree. Finger. Oh man, this is the worst part of the game right here. Running on dang rooftops. It's so jank. It is so jank. Avoid the center. Stay in the center and Sonic just has a spaz attack. I can't see. Thanks, camera. I swear, it feels like you can go through more rings in this game than Superman 64 sometimes. I don't know what the heck Sonic Team's fascination was with rings with this game. They just really liked playing through the ring levels, I guess, in Superman. Why?
That was incredible!
There we go. Got our S. Let's get out of here, take our rings, and leave, because I want to go ahead and now start buying some of the gems. The gems I really want to abuse. There's one in particular I want. The other two don't really care about as much, but this is the one gem I want. So I gotta wait for the game to load, obviously. But there's only 3 we can get right now. Red, blue, and green. The only one I really care about is red.
Eggman will probably go to the ancient castle. Let's get there first and save Elise.
Hey.
They're very expensive, as you can tell. I'm gonna get the blue. That's about it. I'm not gonna buy the green right now. The green's kind of worthless, to be honest. It's a great attacking move, but that's about... Actually, you know what?
Hey.
Just not the next level I'm going into. I should probably get the green. Hopefully have enough for the 2 gems I want later. The sky and the purple. So this is what the blue gem does. It used to go really fast. It's basically the same thing as hitting a speed booster. Which means you have all the same physics as hitting a speed booster, which means if you run through a wall, you just come to a dead halt. See? But this is why I wanted these gems. Because we're not fast enough. We gotta beat the one and only Sonic Man. Look at his low poly t-shirt. You can barely read the word Sonic on it, let alone the Hedgehog. This guy actually thinks he's Sonic too, which is the worst part. He definitely doesn't look like a hedgehog. He's nowhere close to it.
Hey.
So, now I have the gems, you can literally break this mission in 5 different pieces. With the blue gem, you can constantly boost, so you go super quick. And with the red gem in particular, this guy's a joke. Oh man, you move so quick, Sonic, man. You move as quick as a fat guy. Trying to run as fast as Sonic. Doesn't run well. So our red gem just kind of slows down time. It's kind of why you want to use it. Or, you know, a dash pad could put you straight in front of a spike ball, because that's great level design. Especially when it just pops up in front of you.
Hey.
You're just wearing the costume. I'm the real Sonic. Faker. I think you're the fake idiot around here. You're comparing yourself to me? Ha! You're not even good enough to be my fake. Fortunately, we have to do all that again, though, because stupid spike ball. Let's try again.
Hey. Hey.
I just now noticed, too, he's also wearing wristbands that have an S on it. What does that have to do with Sonic? He doesn't wear those. And that was a mission. All I gotta do is just get to the station quick, which means purple gem. No, that's later. Red gem and blue gem way there. Can I be your apprentice? No. Yeah, time bonus alone is the S rank.
That was incredible.
Red gem just breaks the game. The gems weren't supposed to be this broken. I believe in the demo build. If they kept that build the game, the meter was supposed to work. Because the meter's glitched in the final version for Sonic. It never drains. So you can just spam gems with Sonic. It doesn't matter. In the demo build, it was a later build of the game. You would have actually had to go out of your way to collect energy. Just like you do with Shadow and Silver. But with Sonic, it really doesn't matter. Oh, this is the worst mission in the game. This is loading times the mission. Well, I hope you all like to watch more loading times, because all this is guess a number and sit through this. Now, I'm making this easier for myself. We're just getting the answers outright, because this is a waste of time. I want to show off all these missions, so we're doing it.
Hey.
So, you're supposed to guess the numbers on the boxes, and that's it.
Hey.
Question 1 is those.
Hey.
That's a good question. Question. That's a box. They don't really do much, so they pretty much just ask you how many boxes are here. You're supposed to go around and look at them. It was 4. Like I said, every time you do this, he asks you a question, he shows you the boxes, and then he jumps you into this. So it's loading screen, boxes, loading screen, answer, loading screen, he tells you if you're right or wrong, loading screen, just rinse, repeat. I can't even talk. It's just loading screen's the mission. See that's in boxes. Now here's the loading screen. This is worse on PS3. Here you'll be probably playing this mission for like a solid 5 minutes. So how many are here? No, I wanted to hit the 7. I was trying to find a dang 7. They dropped it in a different order. I was thinking it was going to go right to left, not left to right.
Hey.
That's literally all this is, though, so this is going to be very annoying. Alright, let's try again. This is actually one of those missions you actually do in the background while watching something do. So feel free to click another tab.
Hey.
Alright, question 1. 4 boxes. Yeah, that doesn't do anything, buddy. There are 5 of these in total you do, which is really annoying. The best way to get the S here, actually, is to memorize it before you play the mission, which means just look up a guide.
Hey.
Without a guide, I don't think it's possible to get an S here. So don't even waste your time. This is one of those missions you don't want to waste your time with anyways, but if you want the gems with Sonic, you kind of need to. So this one's 7, and it's just like right next to me on the left. There, got our 7. Now it's going to show me 9. After he tells me I'm correct, waiting our 15 seconds to ask the question. In terms of direction, I don't know what they were thinking with this.
Hey.
Next-gen hardware at the time definitely could have handled having this stuff on the same screen without just constantly kicking you in and out. So you're loading in a new area each time you do this. Like, you're deloading everything in the town outside of what's here for the mission. So in this case, the only things that are here is this one guy, boxes, and Sonic. That's it. So they don't need to keep on reloading the area just to do this. They could just have him here to begin with.
Hey.
Also, this is literally the exact same as last time, just in a new pattern. It's 9. In fact, from this point forward, they're all 9 for some reason. It makes no sense. Like, he just kind of gave up with adding or subtracting new boxes. Just left them here. He just got done rearranging them. This guy not only wants to waste your time, but he's just lazy, too.
No.
Let me guess. 9? Oh, how'd you know? Just put away the boxes to give him my rings.
Hey.
They're ready to fall over, too, which is the worst part. I don't know what happens if the boxes break in this mission, because I've never even bothered. I just immediately taught to him. That's it. That was literally the mission. 20 seconds in game, but that was definitely not 20 seconds real time. It's a drag. That's probably the worst mission Sonic story in general, just because of this. Too much loading.
That was incredible!
Well, at least help me afford some of the most broken gems in the game. So at the end, it will be worth it, trust me. I think there's still another mission here, if the dog is ready. We gotta find Pele, the beloved dog. But I don't know if he's out yet. Is he out to play? Oh, looks like he is out to play. Yep. My precious Pele is over there. Let's go fetch one of the most important characters in the game. Pele, the beloved dog. This thing's weird. Because, I don't know why, this became a random favorite character from this game in particular. There's a mod where you can play through, I believe it's this game in particular. You can actually play through the entire thing with Pele, the beloved dog, for some reason. It makes no sense. Alright, so this mission is just a giant drag. You're supposed to fetch the dog and bring him back. So I'm going to start with the red gem, just to make this a little bit better. He's somewhere over here. Not remembering. No, he's not. Dang it. That was over here. Yeah, I've actually seen someone actually modded Pele into this game, so I was right. Pele, the beloved dog, and Wave Ocean. So yeah, you can play in Pele in whatever level you want if you mod your 360. It is weird. You know what's the funny thing? If you actually look around, he points at nothing. He's just pointing at a brick wall. Like, oh, find my dog. He's over there. What, through the wall? I'm pretty sure it's not through that. So this is Pele. You do not want to have him interact with you using the red gem. Look at that speed. If the camera cooperate a little bit. He moves very slow. You kind of want to do this without the gem on. It's basically the entire mission, though. Haley? It's one of the easiest town missions to get in S rank too. You literally just walk. You walk the dog. That's all you do. I mean, people do this for a job. This looks really weird when you're slowing it down.
Yeah! That was incredible!
I think that's all the town missions here for now. If there is any more, there might be like one more, but that's it. But even then, I don't think it's here yet. There's one I'm thinking of, but it doesn't show up until later. Let's just make sure real quick, run down here. Alright, nope, we're good. As if I don't run to the wall. I believe I actually go this way. Get my bearings. Did so many missions, I'm already forgetting which way was the plot. Yeah, it's this way. Thank you, fedora wearing man. We kind of need to chase after Elise right now. Please, can you just point me in the right direction, game? Let me just save real quick. We haven't saved in a bit. I swear there was a soldier you can talk to around here. Not even that. It's one of the two areas you go, because now we're supposed to go to Kingdom Valley next. That's not even here. Well, you know what? I saved, so... First things first, can you still, like, clip in here? No, because the door itself is kind of loaded in a different way. Let me just make sure of something. It'd be actually quicker for us to do this. That way I get myself back on track. It's more loading, but this actually will be faster than me just looking it up. 81%, we're just about done with the story, though. Yeah, I'm looking for the bishop, and he's supposed to be, if I'm not mistaken, in front of the door to go to Soleanna Forest. He wasn't there. I was looking for the guy, but I'm not seeing him. That's weird.
Eggman will probably go to the ancient castle. Let's get there first and save Elise.
This guy's not next to the door now. I'm gonna be super confused. I'm looking for that bishop. I'm so confused. Where's the bishop? I know that. I'm just trying to find the member of the royal family, you idiot. Swat to the wall because no collision as always. You. There. Okay. Now you actually point me in the right direction. Because it's just one of the random townsfolk. I'm just trying to remember which townfolk was a dang bishop. Because they don't really tell you. I think it's her.
Castle? But to get there, you need to pass Soleana's test. The bishop will know more.
One of the only people they voice act for the town for some reason. It's so random.
Hey.
Bell Tower. Alright, that's what it was. Jeez, it's been so long since I've last seen someone play the story. Okay, he's over here. Yeah, that's the bishop. Yeah, let's do the dang 3 trials. Get this over with. The fan room you sent me to Shadow Realm. Oh man, that's only from forces. Here, you just sent me to loading screens. I'll say, how you doing today, red guy? Alright, now time for the most boring missions. Because all 3 of these require just to get up there. Worst part is, Tails meets you at the very top. If you can find a way to launch up there, the portal's active right now. There is no reason for the trials. They're just kind of here.
Hey.
Alright, so this is the intelligence test. This one is stupid. It's literally a guessing game. The best way to get through this is a guide, as always. There's only one answer for each one of these. Alright, so this one is middle.
A warp hole will send me far away in a flash.
This one... Oh god, I don't even know which direction was middle now. Yeah, let's just quit this mission real quick. My guide sucks.
Hey.
Alright, do that again. This is just a stupid mission. That's the problem.
Hey.
Alright.
Touching a
So it's
warp
this
hole
one
will send
here.
me far away in a flash.
Did I just... I went onto the tree. Again, I apparently have a really bad guide. This is weird. Alright, so go this way. This one here. I believe it's actually this one. No, it's not. Okay.
Warp hole will send me far away in a flash. Touching a warp hole will
Sonic,
send
I
me
get
far
it.
away in a flash.
It warps you. That's what a warp portal does. Okay, you know what? Hang on. I'm gonna quit this mission really quick. Just want to just take you straight. I'm getting all these guys that are just going in circles. Oh, I also forgot the worst part about the mission is it's actually like all the points are loaded at once for some random reason. Which means you can literally just go to the gold ring.
Touching the warp hole will send me far away in a flash.
Oh crap, I just missed it. Hang on. Get our bearing straight. It's literally the portal you come into. I cannot believe it. It's been so long since I did that mission. That's so stupid. Alright, Infinite there, calm down.
Hey.
My blood will be taken from this game at the end of the day. It's guaranteed at this rate. Test of Intelligence is pretty much a guessing game, so that's already taking my sanity.
That was incredible!
Alright, so now the next two are super simple. The test of love is just literally pick something. Doesn't matter what. And then this next test is just beat up baddies. Things we're so used to at this point. I believe it's actually this one I'm thinking of. Test of Courage is the one you just destroy everything. Which is such a waste of time.
Hey.
Like, how's that courage? We've been doing this all game. That's not courage, that's just showing you have strength. That's whatever. Just beat up things. The only challenging thing about the mission is the 0 ring stipulation. Which really isn't that bad. This radar seriously is so jank. Doesn't tell you something's on the same level as you, so I'm thinking it's right here on the ground. No, the robots are up here. With a red gem, that is a guarantee yes, but it's still... You've done the same thing how many times? It just feels like a drag.
That was incredible!
Alright, now for the final one. The test of love. Will you pick Amy or will you pick Elise? I mean, there's only one sensible option.
Hey.
Yeah, it's Knuckles. But unfortunately, he's not a choice. Now we gotta settle.
Hey.
It seriously does not matter the option. You literally just say you pick someone and then he just says, oh, that's good enough for me. You've passed the test. So this one's Amy, and we're just gonna pick this one because that one actually makes sense.
Sonic, you came!
Amy, too personal.
Hey.
Now we made Sonic Boom canon. Until this history is wiped.
That was incredible!
And now that waste of time is done, we can actually head up to the level we were supposed to do to begin with. I'm gonna do something real quick. I'm gonna save here. Now I'm just gonna check something. I believe there's actually a mission here for Sonic, but I don't know if it shows up now. Be right around here if it does. Doesn't look like it. Oh, no, I was right. Here it is. You're supposed to escort this person back to town, so you jump from the forest back to the town. That was just kind of a whiplash. Worst part is, if this is the mission I'm thinking of, it's the easiest one in the game. Oh, no, it's not. Never mind. Think of a different one. I'm thinking it's with Silver. Where is she anyway? She's very far behind, I know, but where exactly? Oh, there. Taking your sweet time, aren't you? Let's grab some rings to be safe. Those robot cars are still going. I thought that was a new one spawning.
Yes!
And that's the mission. Now we have to wait. I want to go. Not allowed. Where is she, anyways? I like how she triggers the robots this time around. I kill literally everything at this point, except for these things, because she triggered them. Wait, you're just wasting my time. In fact, where are you running to? Town is the other direction. Go this way. Now I'm waiting for you at the goal. So this is what the green gem does. Yeah, breakdance. What this really does is kill a lot of enemies in a radius. It's good for killing smaller enemies at once, but you're still better off doing the bounce attack with big guys. What it's also useful for is just kind of buffering your jumps a little bit. This keeps you in the air for longer. Stop triggering robots, lady. Oh no, you took a single bullet to the skirt. Like, it didn't even hit your knee, it just hit your dress. I can walk faster than her running. I mean, I know I'm Sonic, but this is still ridiculous. Worst escort mission. At least the other one in this game is super broken, where you can just let her run to the goal and nothing spawns. This one's a little weirder. Same thing could happen here, but also sometimes doesn't.
Man, today's not my day.
Oh no, I got a single D, which means literally you waste your time. They give you next to no rings for a D. Because I think they expect you to rush ahead and just wait for her. But again, sometimes it just doesn't work out in this mission for me. I just don't take a chance. I don't think there's anything else I can buy just yet. So I figured. That's everything for now. There is one more mission that spawns here I know of. And this mission doesn't spawn until after you beat the game, so we're just gonna go on. Hawk, my friend, take me away. I'm not even grabbing his actual hands. I'm just grabbing nothing. Tails, you're a jerk. You could easily flew me up here, but you just decided to be lazy and sit here. That's what you get. Hit the portal, thank you. Alright, now time for one of my favorite levels in the game, Kingdom Valley. Also time for the story Whiplash of Silver.
You look like you're in a hurry.
So, what's going on?
Circumstances have changed. I need to rescue the princess.
Good enough for me. Let's go, best buddy. Biggest Whiplash character in Sonic's like, yeah, that's fine with me. Sonic, you're stupid. And at this point, because we got the gems, we can just abuse them. So now, I could just do this.
Let's get to Elise right away.
Hyper, I'm now seeing your question in chat. Have I been watching Yu-Gi-Oh? Oh, hang on. Let me do a restart because homing attack doesn't work.
We don't have time.
I watched through the entire thing. I didn't do it on Twitch, but I've seen the entire show in the 2 movies. The only thing I have left to watch is 0. Season 0 is weird though, so I'm looking forward to that. It's good. It's good stuff.
Okay. Yes.
Alright, now right here, they kind of want you to destroy that, but, you know... Oh wait, no, I'm not Shadow. You can do that with Shadow, not Sonic. Actually, you know what? Just for score's sake.
Silver, we don't have time. Let's get to Elise right away. Okay. Yes.
Wonky jump is wonky. Now this is what I was thinking of. You could do this jump with Sonic, but you have to get a little bit closer to the rope than I did.
Okay. Okay.
Whoa, where am I going? I am literally stuck on the ceiling. Sonic, how did you get stuck up here? Please, thank you. God, he does not know how to run. Hey, see, if I had either the sky or purple gem right here, I could just actually skip this segment. But I don't, so we gotta fly. Although this next segment I am skipping because we are going to be doing this with Silver when we play this level again. Hey Chris, how you doing today? So this segment in particular is supposed to swap to Silver and go through this entire segment, destroying a bunch of baddies. Very slowly, mind you. But you don't need to do that. You can just kind of parkour your way around. Saw in Lost World before Lost World. Okay, I guess that platform just gave up. So this segment is supposed to be going through with Silver, but it is painfully slow and also painful in general, so we're just gonna say no to that. Ignoring everything. And now it's Silver segment. If the trigger for Sonic activates, then I could actually say that. Try this again. I wasn't close enough, that's the problem there. I was off by maybe just a couple feet to the right. Need me more to the left. Yeah, I'm pretty sure earlier getting stuck on the ceiling, that is a glitch, because this game's physics are a glitch.
Those enemies seem to be protecting that door for some reason. Looks like I've got to defeat them first.
Wow, that was the fastest recovery I've ever seen Sonic do. That was insanely quick. How did I skip Silver section? Basically, if you time your jumps carefully, you can actually just skip that entirely. It's kind of a tricky thing to do, but if you just jump on those platform edges in the very beginning like I did, then you skip it entirely.
Let's try going up.
I don't trust these rings. I'm not gonna bother. That silver medal is one of the worst ones to get in this level, just because it's random if you're gonna get it or not. I swear, I'll do a perfect jump to get to that with the homing attack, and he'll still just ignore the silver ring. It's weird. That ring, silver medal. I don't know what I'm thinking of. Probably thinking of forces.
Careful not to fall off here.
Oh no, a brick wall. That's made of cardboard. Let's move on.
Yes.
Camera. Camera. God. Let's just ignore that platform entirely this time.
Yes.
Why, look.
Huh. That's a lot of enemies.
It is, but I can just go this way. Like, what's the point? Even for score's sake, there's not much of a difference. Now it's time for Mach Speed. This is probably one of the weirder Mach Speeds in the game because its beta version is way more complete. Like, I've seen the screenshots. This Mach Speed actually looks really good in the beta. Not in the final build, though. Final build just kind of looks like this. It doesn't have nearly as much graphical fidelity. In the beta, the water was reflective. I think there's more splashing effect. And the lighting here was just better. It looks like a nasty fog effect in this final build. This is the final Mach Speed section too, so once we're done with this, we're done with the Mach Speeds. And I think with the way things were going, I'm probably gonna get a B rank. Yeah, the beta for this game was kind of taken down, but there is still a file out there that you can download the 360 demo. It's still out there, and I haven't installed on my 360. I might show it off at the end of the playthrough in general. Because the beta for the game, it was pretty interesting to compare it to the final release. It's a night and day difference in just how the game worked, but this one was more finished, so of course they wanted to rush it out, and here's what we got. Broken Miss.
Huh? The engines are malfunctioning. And what's this? Stop all engines, now! Why is this happening? No! We're about to crash!
I have a massive headache! The worst part about this cutscene is there is an implied explosion, because they don't show it. Reasons. But the worst part about it is, you can see the egg carrier's wing in the distance still, intact! How do you get away with that? It's literally on screen.
Wait. There's still a way to change this.
Quick, you can still return the game. It's under the return policy.
If
That's
we
too late.
return to an earlier point in time,
Like 16 years too late.
we'll be able to save her.
Hey Matt, how you doing today?
I understand.
And now the Pole Malware Rectums. Seriously, where are they storing these? Just, yeah, that was Silver's whole idea in the beginning with. Just do what I didn't trust Mephiles. With that said, just kill yourself right now. In the future, we'll be safe. I don't know about this, Silver.
Silver! I could handle this myself. Besides, you got somewhere to go, right?
You know what's the worst idea? You gave him a Chaos Emerald. You could easily be using that for yourself to return to this point again if you fail.
And that
Nah.
in turn should change your future too.
That's not how time travel works.
Thank you, Silver.
Yeah. Just save her.
Thank you, Silver. You almost killed me a couple times, but you're alright. Could be better. Yeah, sorry to hear that. Sounds like a rough day. Well, I'm sorry. It's gonna make it worse because you're here for 06. Oh no. 12 o'clock. Means absolutely nothing. It's just 12 o'clock. I believe there's more missions, but more importantly, we got more gems. Let's go buy time. Let's go buy those gems. It's no time. Watch me walking. I'm Sonic.
Hey.
Define gravity. Alright, here we go. Sky Gem, Purple Gem. These are the two I want. You know, I'm literally so close to getting the Yellow Gem. White Gem is the most useless gem in the game, so we're gonna skip it. Yellow Gem actually has a use. And there's one more mission I believe I can do, so I can actually show that use off. First things first, I gotta figure out what the mission is, though. But this is a Sky Gem. Throw it over here. Giant tether, because that makes sense. Now for the purple gem. Space jump, because that makes sense. Alright, now the one mission hey, watch me walking, buddy. I'm Sonic. This is the one mission I was thinking of, but there's actually a funny effect you can do with this one. I'm gonna save. Now let's bonk him on the head. That's not what I wanted. Hey, Freeze is a trustworthy guy. He heals Goku now. That makes him good, right? Oh my god, he's gonna kill him later. Alright, so something's not right here. I died. And the yes and no option's still here for the mission. I can kind of do whatever I feel like. The only thing I can't do is use the A or X, I believe. I can use every other button. Which means I can't jump. And I also can't really do much of any talking, because if I do, this takes this away. The funny thing is, you can actually activate these missions in different levels. Only problem is I literally have no use for this right now, because there's no mission that I can go into a mission with this. This is the only other mission left for me. I'm gonna scour around just to make sure. If I find at least one mission, I can do this. That's why I set up that save file earlier to show off missions like glitch. Because honestly, right now, I don't really have any other missions. In fact, he's still there. Kind of just doing his own thing. I think you can overlap missions with this method, which makes no sense. Lots of cash, says the guy not talking. So what you can actually do is you can activate this in the level, so I'm going to show this off, at least. Alright, so we need to go over there. Whee! Dang invisible ropes. Watch me get pulled. Anything now. I guess I cancel my effect. Try it again. Skygem really doesn't want to cooperate. This is why I hate roofs. Roofs in this game are the worst because they give you a little seizure. Seizure? I can't speak. That should have been all of them, right? Yeah, it's open. Alright, let's save. die. Come on, I'm trying to talk to you, buddy. This guy just looks super depressed. How about Great Danes and Sonic? He's unamused. Now he's amused. I'm just gonna go over here and then. There you go. Alright, I'm dead. So, now I respawn. And the reason why I saved before all this, you'll see here in a moment. But now the only problem is, I need to go into this level, and I cannot jump. So, there is a workaround. I have it. It is called the Sky Gem. Yeah, I went the wrong way. Go over here. These pillars hate cameras. That's the green gem. I can barely see through the text box. There we go. Notice how the yes and no option's still here, even though I'm going into a level. That's definitely wrong. And as you'll see,
The battleship will take off any minute. Tails, Knuckles, let's hurry!
you can still interact with it. The town mission's still active. So hey, that battleship, I need to catch up with it, but hang on. I don't feel like doing this. I want to go back to town for the 100 Forgotten Rings mission, because I have ADHD. It makes no sense in context, that's for sure. You can actually use this mission select glitch in levels to clear them with like a 0-second time limit. It resets the timer when you go back to the level, and it's hilarious. So I can do this entire mission. I don't wanna. I found some rings. The music actually started over too, that's a first. And now it kicks you right back to your level. But it resets the timer. And what's even funnier is, I don't know if it's going to do it in this segment in particular. We'll see. Yes, it does. Okay. So, you reset with everything in the level, count as you went through the checkpoint. So, now there's 2 Sonics, because that makes sense.
The battleship will take off any minute. Tails, Knuckles, let's hurry!
No, Tails, Sonic, let's hurry. Because that makes sense. And they both act like you. In fact, if I cycle through my gems, this Sonic doesn't have them. But he's still me. Because he's still wearing all the same equipment. Yeah, that makes no sense, doesn't it? Let's get out of here. I don't want to beat this because I kind of want to use the yellow gem here. So I'm going to do that mission real quick to get money. Which means I kind of need to do it here. And then we'll be good to go. Kid, stop walking in front of me.
Aye.
This mission is terrible when it comes to hit detection, so Sonic, I hope you like gyrating on rooftops. Yeah, that's a glitch. Mission select glitch is probably one of the most famous ones in this game. It duplicates characters that there's handoffs in the level. Because that level, at least in the first segment, you play as Sonic, then you swap off the Tails, and then you go back to Sonic, which means there's 2 Sonics. It's weird. That's how they justify having a handoff in this game. They just duplicate characters. It is really weird. I'm depressed. Sonic's here. Watch, I'll kick in your face. As I clip through the table. Always really depressed. He doesn't want to get up after a kick. The ring.
Yes!
Camera, please. That makes me nauseous every time. Oh, God.
Okay.
Well, that's all the rings. Now to smash the last one out of this guy. You're always guaranteed to get a life. So there, I just got an achievement. I forgot what that achievement was.
That was incredible!
That was for completing all the missions for Sonic's story. Okay. Well, then there we go. I thought you can get that after you beat the game, but apparently not. But yeah, that's all the missions, which means that's all you can really do for ring earning, and there's still the last gem in the game I won't be able to afford. All but the white gem will be mine. Which really doesn't matter, that white gem sucks. Watch me walking, I'm Sonic.
Hey.
Yep, can't afford it. Alright, let's save really quick. And let's do the final level in the game for Sonic, Aquatic Base. Really good music. And you can also snap this level in 10 pieces with the Sky Gem. But we won't really do that once we go through more of it. I'll break some of it, just not all of it. So this is what the yellow gem does. It sucks in rings, but the best part is this. It's immune to laser gates. It'll actually take a hit for you. Also, that's what the Sky Gem can be used for. Alright, not taking that pathway now. Thanks, homie attack.
This used to be a Soliana laboratory. It looks like it was really advanced.
Yeah, cost of a life, my own life. That's what the mission entitles. Just kill yourself. I did in the beginning. It makes sense.
Sonic, this mysterious ball has a slight magnetic force.
Wish I could see.
If If I get on this ball, I'll be able to get over there.
No ball. I have purple gem.
Fall.
No tails. I have sky gem.
Sonic, there must be a
When I said no
switch
tails, I meant,
to
yeah, we'll play as Tails for a bit.
Eggman's mix are everywhere!
Tails, you don't need to say score twice. That's a little redundant, buddy. Ah, crap. Hey Juan, how you doing today? I did finish Forces, yes. Actually finished on the same day it came out. Like 4 hours. Replay's on YouTube already. It's so awkward doing the first person aiming with Tails, but sometimes you gotta do it.
Hey, that's the switch. Just wait, Sonic.
Thanks, Tails. I was here the entire time.
Dang it! When the door opens, it activates the robots. Tails, Knuckles, be careful.
Alright, so you're supposed to kill all these robots to open the door, but you know what? I could just do that. Also, I could homie attack this, or again, I could just do this. Game's alright. I wouldn't say Forces is terrible. People were just being over dramatic about it. It's very alright, at the best. I just feel like there's a lot of stuff in the game that definitely had potential, and then it just ended. It's a little too short. That's my biggest complaint.
Intruder passing area 2. Intruder passing area 2. Area shutdown system activated.
Oh no, these shutdown gates are so fast. If the red gem wasn't activated.
I'll go on ahead.
Alright, now time for the worst part of the level, Knuckles. Try not to regret the walls for too long. He kind of clings on to him with dear life. So, nah.
Great.
Honestly, Hyper, there's always so much you could really say if a game's bad if you've never really played it. Just because of the fact that, yeah, sure, Shadow has its issues, but it's not nearly as bad as this. In fact, I actually think it's a pretty good game. Just it's kind of underrated in the series to me. People just think it's the worst thing, but the story is the worst thing. Gameplay's alright.
Let's roll.
Are you serious? It ate the input for a little bit too long there. That was a little weird. Try it again.
Thanks.
I keep on doing the green gem first because they look so similar. Maybe I should just homie attack at this rate. This game really stupid.
Passing area 3.
Knuckles, thanks. All right, let's roll.
Intruder
That's what was supposed to happen. I'll get off the ceiling.
Intruder passing area 3.
Yeah, Mania is still 20 bucks. It has gone on sale a couple times already.
Area shutdown system activated.
Like, I think I've seen it as $15 once before. It's still worth the $20, definitely. Die control Y.
Area shutdown system activated.
And there we go.
Yeah!
We're talking about Steam. Convenient thing for me today is I've been waiting on the PC version of Deadpool for like, I feel like 3 years at this point. Ever since it came back on Steam, I've been waiting for it to go down below $20. Today is the first time I've seen it below. It was like 11 bucks. That's insane. Like, the console versions were always the cheapest, but I've always wanted the PC copy. It's weird how it took it like 3 years to actually get down to like 12 bucks. Yeah, it's like $11.99 right now. It's weird how it took this long. It took like a couple months for the Xbox One and PS4 copies to get down to 20 bucks, and then lower at times. Steam version always held its value. Now here's the weird thing about this. Sonic waits until the ships are about ready to explode to interact. They just took off. Jump in now.
It's over.
Sonic,
This ship is about to crash. Too
No.
bad, Eggman.
I'm not finished yet.
Yeah, you are. The ship is exploding.
You keep getting in my way, you pesky little hedgehog. Very well. I'll take you out myself.
This is the biggest joke of a boss in the entire game if you know what you're doing with this. Which I do. I just hopefully remember it.
I'll finish this here.
So activate the sky gem. Nice, go away from the fire at me. Come on, buddy. Fire away.
Here I come, Sonic.
Wow, I missed my mark. He made it back to the platform, but he hit the railing. If you throw the sky gem at the right time, you'll actually get launched back after you grab his horn, but that was apparently the wrong time. It was close.
Here I come, Sonic.
That was bad. He's got to charge again.
As long as that canopy is protecting the cockpit, it'll be hard to attack Eggman directly.
There you go, that's what I wanted. Now, that's not what I want. Hang on, come on. Alright, I didn't get it. But I still got the quick kill. There is a quicker kill, but it's a little picky. Alright, he's still dead though. So, if you go high enough in the air, he kills himself quicker, which is weird. He just kinda did his own thing. I don't know how the heck he killed himself. I'm thinking he ran into the egg carrier somewhere, but it's implied because you never see it. That's not how you're supposed to kill the boss, but I don't feel like fighting him today. Let's just go. Hey Allison, how you doing today? Just for the end of Sonic's story. Perfect.
That was incredible!
Well, that's it. Sonic is done, so that's one of the 3 characters out of the way. And because I did that so quick, gun S, give me my other medals just so we can get the final cutscene playing. Come on, let's go. And save. How's it going? Doing pretty good. How you doing yourself?
Sonic!
Aren't you worried?
If you have time to worry, then none, right?
At least, how do you run off of this? It's exploding. Oh, Juan, you hate Shadow's story the most. You know what's funny? In terms of gameplay, I actually like Shadow's the most. I don't know why. I think it's just his levels are probably the more streamlined, because with Sonic, you just swap off to a lot more characters that are slower paced, but you don't do that as often with Shadow. And then Silver speaks for himself. He's the slowest character that definitely you can't do much with.
Nice smile.
And that's it. Like, it ends in a weird, abrupt note. Alright, so we're not going to watch the credits. Here's why. We've got to do it 4 times, and I'm pretty sure you guys don't want to wait around for 10 minutes each time. That'd just be kind of annoying. But that's 100%. That's it for Sonic's story. And if I check his missions here in general... That's all his missions, all 20. Well, there we go. That was it. Did all the levels. Did everything with Sonic. He's done. Next time, we have Shadow, and we got Silver. The next time we play, it'll be Silver, though, because out of the 3 characters, Sonic has the most throwaway story. All he really does the entire time is chase after the princess. And at the end of the day, it doesn't matter because every single time we turn around, she gets kidnapped again, and the main plot just doesn't really explain itself. She's just getting kidnapped for the sake of kidnapping. That's about it. So, to try to explain things a little bit more, next time we meet, we're going to go through with Silver, and hopefully he'll actually explain things, and maybe we'll actually understand why the heck he wants to kill Sonic so bad. Because so far, we have no idea, besides Mephiles told him to go kill Sonic. That's it.